Now, the strike by NUM members in the gold sector has entered its second day. We joined in the studio by National Union of Mineworkers spokesperson Lesiba Seshoka just to find out what's happening currently. Lesiba, thank you very much once more for joining us. Can you tell us exactly where you are at with the strike as we stand up? Strike still on?
Well, the strike is continuing this morning. It's going to continue until we find a resolution. Last night we had a meeting with the Chamber of Mines where they've given us a new offer. Unfortunately, I can't disclose the offer because the strike committee is meeting this morning to look into it. And then it will then, if it is of the view that that offer warrants them taking it back to the members for the members to decide, they'll then do so. At this point in time, we don't know whether that offer will resolve the strike or not.
Okay, and that meeting is happening what time to look at the offer?
Well, at 8 o'clock this morning, the strike committee will then meet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you are looking at a new offer, at least you people are discussing, and there's something on the table for the NUM to consider. Just take us back to remind us, because there's been a lot of confusion around your demands. Overall, we've been reporting you want 60%, but yesterday when we spoke to Frans Balen, the General Secretary of the NUM, he explained to us the different categories. Can you please clarify and break it down for us so we get an understanding?
You see, actually it's very simple then in the sense that we have said we want 2,300. For people who are earning 4,700.
That's 2,300 per month more.
Yes.
Okay.
To make it 7,000 at least, because I'm sure you are aware you can't make a living out of 4,700. Not today. But we are saying that for the underground workers, at least adjust it by 3,000 to close the gap and make it 8,000. Because I mean, underground workers, it's 4 degrees Celsius, and these people have got lives to live. And we are saying for all other categories, give them 15%, and this is where we are. However, we have said to the Chamber of Mines, we are not going to be moving from these positions if you are continuing to be arrogant and to say 6% is the final offer. But when the Chamber of Mines and its affiliate announced on Tuesday that they are now prepared to move because there's a strike, we then said, well, look, we understand that negotiations is a give and take process. We are prepared to make some movements within the negotiations. And we met yesterday, we made a bit of movement, they made some movement, we made some movement, and we are quite hopeful that if that spirit continues, we'll resolve the strike.
Okay, so you've made some movement from the 15% downwards?
Of course, you can only make a movement downward when you are negotiating, because you start at a particular level but want to attain a particular level.
Are you still targeting a double-digit increase?
Well, the double digit to us is a position we can't move beyond. In fact, less than it, because this is where our mandate is. It can only be moved by the members.
So it would be safe to assume that we should expect that when you settle, you'll settle between 10% and 15% for the other categories of employers.
Of course, you would have to expect that there should be a double digit.
Okay. Now let's look at the entry-level ones. You said you wanted them to be increased by 2,300, one category, and the underground category by 3,000 to at least to be 8,000 rand. Any possible of moving on those two?
Well, look, like I've said to you, there are offers that are on the table. We are considering them, and I don't think that we would easily move from that, because this is a historical position. We have said to the Chamber of Mines for many years, we've said we want to move these wages, to move away from apartheid wages to ensure that workers earn better. And they've said to us, well, we will move gradually in the years. And we're saying, this is 2013, where are you?
Okay, now, just finally, very briefly, do you see an end to this gold mining strike happening soon?
Well, I must say that the ball is in the court of the employers. If they continue to make this positive movement, we will see the end of the strike action, possibly this week. But if they then renege back and say, well, we can't move any further, they will be left in problems. Okay,
I'm sure here on eNCA we'll be talking to you again later today after the 8 o'clock meeting has made its decision about whether or not you're accepting last night's offer, the new offer that you've received from the Chamber of Mines. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that's National Union of Mineworkers spokesperson Lesiba Seshoka. It's time now for us to check in with the Weather Center.
Fly in comfort with Airlink, connecting you frequently to more of the smaller towns, cities, and regional centers in Southern Africa than any other airline.
News.
that moves. eNCA.com.